So, just imagine you are even not a faithful or even a fan of faith, okay? I mean, but at least there's one or two things that you can learn from him. Something I was just, surfing the internet and I came across something. Faith had actually said he was going to work at TVC. You never know. It might sound like a joke, but you never know that he would literally work with the TVC, and he called that forth. If there's anything, if there's anything that you really don't know about faith, learn how to get things done by calling it forth. No, I didn't put it well. Learn how to achieve something by saying you're going to do it, by saying it, meaning it, believing in it, and working towards it. I mean, if there's nothing you don't like faith, you don't care about the show, you are just following just for following's sake. Oh, if there's nothing you learn from him, learn to call forth the things you want, you feel. It could be a job, you're calling it forth. It could be, you know, a life partner, you're calling it forth. It could be wanting a car, you're calling it forth. It could be an educational pursuit, you're saying you're going to achieve it. It could be, you know, virtually anything and everything. It could be something that's as little as even owning a laptop. Yeah, there are people who their goal right now is just owning a laptop that could help them start doing other things. The laptop would assist them in achieving other goals. So, if there's anything at all, because this thing is like a miracle right unfolding in our own eyes, and sometimes we tend to overlook it because, oh well, it came from a game. It's a Big Brother show, so it's a game, and there's nothing you can take away from the Big Brother show. And I say, hell no, there is no game that doesn't teach you anything. No game. I mean, what I mean, no game, whether it is virtual game, it is a sports game, an entertainment game. It's a static game. It's a human game. There's no game you play that doesn't teach you something. Every single game teaches you something, especially when it is a game that involves human lives and involves human emotions. So don't ever think that Big Brother teaches you nothing. From that Big Brother show, there's several things you could learn from each of them. Each of them. There are things you could learn from a queen. Yes, his lifestyle, his attitude, his character. There are things you could learn from him. There are things you could learn, even as bad as everybody is saying that people were pointing fingers towards a certain Isabella or Sultana because of the way they easily handed themselves over to guys in the house, and then it felt like that's what they are outside the house. You know, that's also something you can learn from that. There's something you can also learn from people like Thelma Lawson, competitiveness. There's something you can learn from a Dede. There's virtually nobody whom you watch, whom you don't even watch, whom you follow, whom you don't even follow, that you can learn a thing or two from whatever it is that they did in the house, or right now that they're out of the house. And you and I know that one of the most surprising, unbelievable story of this season is the story of faith. Everybody thought that this guy is down and out, and this is it. His life is cut off. These gifts are not going to be given to him. He's no power. In fact, there's even people who started saying that he's what do you call it? His license should be removed from him. People wanted to get him buried, tame him, crucify him or something, as if they are all without sin. There's one thing you don't know, or you haven't learned anything at all. You don't like faith at all, nothing. So one thing, learn to call forth things, because it happens right in our own eyes. Do you know how many persons who would pay money to be on TVC? Like, pay money to host. There are several doctors who have knowledge, even much more knowledge than even faith, who are 30 years in the industry, 30 years in the medical field. And trust me, when it comes to explanation, Faith might not even be the best explainer of things. But what? The difference between him and those other doctors, apart from the grace he carries, it's also about his ability to speak things to reality, his ability to get things going, ability to, do something. In fact, one of the other things that, I picked from what he has done in recent times, when nobody knew he took a loan to get it into the house. But the loan he took is another level. Is another level of betting he put on himself. Like, he bet on himself that, look, I'm going to take this 5 million naira loan. I'm going to get it back because I understand that in the house, there's usually monies to be made, there's usually things you could win, and I'll just go there and be outstanding so that this money will be chicken change when I'm out of that house. That's another level of trust. It's not the word. Another level of heightened trial. You put yourself on trial to test your ability. Another level of tests that you want to put yourself through just because you want to show that, look, you can do all things and you would always win. Let me play back for you this particular video. I don't know, but sometimes when I'm into this my gear, I really don't. I really don't know how to stop.
To tour Nigeria's biggest TV station, TVC. The building is beautiful. It's in the core Atlantic. The tour was really nice. I got to check out the TV station and take pictures with amazing people that worked there. Then they had this green screen room that you could do so much with. Then I even bumped into a live TV set and game shows. And there was a Max FM and Yanga FM, I think. It was really fun. I liked it. I got a chance to tour.
Now, watch this. The day he visited TVC was the day he made this comment.
I might walk here someday. I know it sounds like a joke, but I might walk here someday. I know it sounds like a joke, but
it sounds like a joke, right? It sounds like a joke until it happened. And then from that to this.
Rush hour traffic.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dr. Faith Adewale here. Catch me every Wednesday morning by 7 a.m. on Wake Up Nigeria Wellness section. And if you have any questions or you want to join the discussion, please use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC or hashtag Ask Dr. Faith. I'll be glad to talk about things you want to ask about or answer your questions. Thank you. I'm excited to see you join us.
So that program comes up every single Wednesday from 7 a.m. It's usually the wellness segment of the morning show. The Wake Up Nigeria show actually starts off from 7 a.m. It runs through to 9 a.m. to 2-hour program. So in between it, there's also health. So he's taking up that segment. I think it's a 15-minute segment. So a lot of persons watched it and they thought it was too short. The first episode was last week, Wednesday. There's another episode coming up tomorrow, which is Wednesday. And so he says it's going to be all through this December. I don't know what the contract is, but I'm sure that they're trying to test the numbers, and the faithfuls are absolutely doing well with putting up content, putting up numbers, and putting up comments stating that they want it 30 minutes because they want him to speak more and to elaborate more. I don't know if they would have that time to extend that particular show. But again, it's also an opportunity for advertisers to put their monies in there. If advertisers come in and say they want to sponsor 30 minutes, trust me, it's a plus because people want it. So I would advise everybody, go and comment on the last week Wednesday's program that got uploaded. A lot of persons were excited that they were able to catch up with the program. Some were not excited because the program aired in the morning and people had to wait until the evening to watch it on their own platform. That's on TVC's platform. So I don't know who may be listening to this. TVC had to maybe put it up almost immediately so that people can also watch it. And maybe that particular segment can be cut out and posted separately, because I mean everybody will decides what they want to watch. Not many people want to watch everything, until that segment. But if some people wants to just watch a particular segment and they go out, you don't want to stop them from that. So something I actually wanted to say again is that do not belittle your strengths. Don't belittle your power. Sometimes the world is waiting for you to speak whatever you want to reality, to truth. Sometimes is your action that is needed. Maybe if Faith had not even gone to TVC, if he had gone to other media organizations, I mean, he had gone to Punch. He didn't say that he was going to work there one day. He has also gone to other media. He has granted interviews to other media organizations. Well, one would wonder why, did he go to TVC? And at the end of the day, he mentioned that he might work here someday. And that's happened. Guys, if there's nothing you learn, I don't even care if you know him or if you want to know him or you care about Faith. Don't even care about Faith. But learn from his lifestyle, from his ability to trust himself to the point of challenging himself to go in there and put it 5 million on the ground, to his ability to overturn what disqualification is, to turning it to become something that qualifies him to be at several other events, to now being on TV. Like I mentioned, people pay a lot to be on TV. You have to have a certain kind of qualification to be on TV, especially when it's an international TV like TVC. So if there's something you learn that from him. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.